Having the opportunity to test the Leica SL3 in the streets of Stuttgart was a very special opportunity for me. I like the Leica brand a lot. For me, this brand and especially the M system does everything I expect and need from a photography camera. But that's only my personal preference. You should buy what suits your style of shooting the best. There is so much to talk about this camera. Let's start with the photography aspect. The 61 megapixel full-frame sensor is crazy good. Dynamic range, resolution, sensor stabilization and color reproduction are spot on. Personally, I appreciate it a lot when technology gets so good that you don't need to worry about the details. When your image is too wide, crop it a bit. You overexposed, the RAW file still has all the details. You shot against harsh sunlight, pull the lights down and push up the dark spots. Those features should not be used as a lazy excuse to not care about the settings on each and every photo while shooting. They should be a reliable backup in case you have little time for this one perfect shot that isn't that great straight out of camera, but can be saved by all the data this modern technology provides you. And that's how I see this new generation of the Leica SL system. Let's talk about my day of testing the system. I drove to the Leica-Store in Stuttgart as I was one of 5 workshop participants. At first we got a detailed presentation from the field representative Olaf Wolf. We talked about improvements from the SL2 to the SL3, all the new technical features and the improved workflow. After that, everyone got handed a SL3 with either a 35mm or a 50mm Summicron L-mount lens. We could choose if we wanted to walk around Stuttgart by our own or stay with the group to chat, switch lenses and get some insights by the Leica staff. I chose to stay with the group. Although I was by far the youngest, I had a lot of good conversations with the 4 other Leica photographers. Shooting the first few frames, I noticed how fast and accurate the focusing system was. Apart from my Leica M, I mainly shoot Sony cameras, and they are known for crazy fast autofocus. In my opinion, the SL3 is pretty evenly matched, if not a bit faster than the modern Sonys, in photo and video mode. As I had read the spec sheet before attending this workshop, I knew the SL3 was capable of filming in 8K. But still, I was blown away at how good the footage out of this camera is. Fun fact, everything you see from this event was shot in 8K with the SL3, as I didn't brought my own camera to film. As we had only 3 hours of actual shooting time, I only managed to shoot 89 images and roughly 15 to 20 minutes of good video. I know this sounds a lot like spray and pray, but I wanted to capture a lot of photos in different environments to get a good understanding of the camera's limitations in a short amount of time. I'd love to film a review about this camera, but for that I would need a lot more time than half a day of shooting. Sadly, Leica wouldn't lend me one for a longer period of time, and buying one was not an option, as the setup I carried through the city would cost me close to 10,000 euros. But enough of that. Let's talk about the images. From my 89 shots in total, I got 11 keepers and 3 portfolio shots. I'm pretty happy with a lot of these shots. Here are my favorite ones. Conclusion. Would I buy one if I had the money? Definitely yes. With its video and photo capabilities, this would be the perfect hybrid camera for almost all my use cases. I won't start a discussion about Leica's pricing strategy. Yes, they are very expensive, but Leica was never a brand that cared about value for money. They care about longevity and durability, and that comes at a premium cost. And you need to decide on your own if it's worth the money to you or not. And that pretty much sums it up. I hope you liked it. See you in the next one.